Hello, 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 hello. Give me 1 second, my friends. Finishing up my video. You're surprised no one is here? Well, we just started. Just started. How's stream looking at least? Hello, hello. Yeah, I'm just about to start class. Oh, yeah, I'm just about to start class. I'm just trying to finish up a video. Trying a new type of content, everybody. I'm trying a new type. Trying to learn how to story tell. It is very hard. It is very difficult. Yeah, it is very excited that I finally get to watch the Rockery. Oh, nice. Hi, Rise. Oh, my hip, my hip. Get out of my hip. I want my hip back. Get out of my hip, please. Okay. How's everybody's day, though? While we are getting ourselves ready. Ready. Oh, I actually prepared an actual test for you guys today. Like an actual one that you'll actually have to fill out. Sorry. What was that? Harry, thank you for the follow. Thank you. We're almost to 600 already. I don't know what I'm doing. Guys. Like, I'm literally the worst at this. Hi. Oh, thank you. I am just uploading a video really quick, so you guys just gotta give me 1 second and then we'll start class. I'm trying a new format. I'm trying to do storytelling. What are we learning today? We're doing barrels. Beryl 101 today. Beryl 101. Does anybody have any ideas what a barrel is? Any ideas what a barrel is? Hey, Smokey. How's it going? It's going good. What is today's topic? Beryl. It's a barrel. Yeah, I'm just uploading this video and then we will go from there. Filmed a video right before class. What is Beryl? Well, Beryl's a gemstone family. Does that include yucky emeralds? It does include yucky emeralds, but we're going to be nice today. We're going to be nice to emeralds, even though they're the worst. They're the worst, and we hate them. But we're going to learn about them. If you guys want a like quick little intro, I just uploaded a video on the socials. What's wrong with emeralds? It's not emeralds themselves. It's that most people who sell emeralds sell them with like scummy tactics, because they sell them, they oil them, or they fill them with oil to mask inclusions. Okay, once that goes up, guys, okay, let me write our class up here. And then I do have to do something for the VOD audience. Hello, VOD people on YouTube. Chat wave hi to YouTube. Hi! Okay. In the very bottom of the description... Oh, thank you. Okay, you don't need to give me money, but I really appreciate you. Thank you for the subscription. Hello. So, for today's class, we're going to be doing Beryl 101s. We're going to be learning about the Beryl family. In the bottom of the description, there's going to be a Google form for you guys to fill out, a test at the very end of class. Don't worry about it right now, but at the very end of class, I will have a quiz. Okay. Hi, chat. But yes, I did take the time to write a whole class. Actually, we'll probably write our Beryl 101 over here. Over on the other page. We're going to try and go slower today, guys. See about some absorption of information. And then, I don't know if you guys really care, but I might do like an update on me, what I've been doing. Oh, I applied for Frostbite. I don't know if any of you guys know who Snowy Fluff is, but I really, really want to be in Frostbite because I really like him. Yes, there will be an actual test this time. An actual test. And then let me get some music going for you guys, chat. Yeah, I applied for Frostbite because I do genuinely want to be in it. I do genuinely want to be in it. Okay. Like the Lavender Husky? Yeah, that one. He has like a streaming group, and I applied to be on it. So, we'll see. Head pat. Aw, thank you. Also, to that person, Nightfall Callie. Nightfall Call? Nightfall Call. Thank you so much for the subscription. You totally don't have to do that. That goes for everybody here. Do not feel pressured to subscribe or anything. I am happy that you guys just want to be nice to me. Okay. Okay. Has anybody been watching the VODs, by the way? Are they in good quality? Hello, Professor. Hi! Put some Subway Surfers gameplay in the corners so we can keep paying attention. Trust me, we're going to try and go slow. I think you guys will be able to keep paying attention. Rice, you're, here. I don't know. How about this? Next stream, I'll make a redeem where you guys can toggle Subway Surfer stuff when you want it. Oh, thank you for the Prime. Stop. No money. Class time. This is like you're throwing paper. It's like you're throwing papers at me. It's class time. Okay. But thank you so much, Zora, for the Prime. Thank you. I like the Gemstone 101 a lot. Been working through the VOD slowly. Hooray! Okay. Well, welcome, class. My name is Smokey, as you all know. I'm a professional gemstone dealer and a self-taught mineralogist. So, Beryl. Beryl is one of the most important mineral species in the gem industry, right? Now, it has one of the precious gemstones, even though we don't really care about the precious gemstones. But it is important. Okay. This includes, in the Beryl family, this includes but is not limited to things like emerald, aquamarine, morganite, which, fun fact, it was named after J.P. Morgan, Heliodor, and red beryl. Okay, so the Beryl family is quite extensive. There's a couple others in here, and we'll get there slowly. I have my screens reversed. Sorry, one sec. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I'm grabbing my screens and reorganizing them. Okay. So Beryl. Oh, where'd my chalk go? Oh, there it is. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Beryl, it is a beryllium. Aluminum silicate with trace elements that give it its unique different colors. Aluminum. We're going to use SIL for silicate, but silicate is spelled SILICATE. Sorry, I'm actually just going to spell it. Never mind. Silicate. It's just going through the hinge. Okay, so sorry for being tardy. No, you're fine. Okay. You're fine. Okay. Beryl is a gemstone family that includes things like emerald, aquamarine, morganite, heliodor, and red beryl. And beryl is a beryllium aluminum silicate. Okay? Now that chemical formula is pretty important. It's BE, a hydrate. I have my thingy right here. Sick. Let's get back into it. It's BE3AL for aluminum 2. SiO3 6. This is the chemical formula of beryllium aluminum silicate. We define silicate as silicon bonded with oxygen. Okay. Did you say the trace elements give it its unique colors? Yes. So, for example, these are all not the same color. Emeralds are green and aquamarines are blue. Morganites are like a pink to an orange. Heliodors are yellow. Red beryls they're red. Okay. So, another thing beryls are is something called a cyclosilicate. A cyclosilicate. And they are all part of the hexagonal crystal system. Hexagonal. Oh, I didn't put an A in the hexa. hexagonal crystal system. We're going to use CRYS system. Okay. And then we'll recap this. Can any of these be eaten? Sadly, probably not. But, so we do know our beryllium or our Beryl family has members like emeralds, aquamarines, morganite, helidor, and red beryl. Beryls are in a beryllium aluminum silicate. And you can see that chemical formula here. Beryllium for Be, aluminum for Al, and silicate is referred to as silicon bonded with oxygen. It's a cyclosilicate, and it's part of the hexagonal crystal system. Is chrysoberyl a type of beryl? Not that I have in here. I believe chrysoberyl is its own family. Faceted helidor kind of looks like gushers. I know, right? It's so cool. I love faceted any of these except for this one. I don't like. This is my personal opinion, class. This does not have to be in the notes. I don't like emeralds. Just because of the people who sell them, not because of the emeralds themselves. Okay? This places beryls in the same structural family, though, as tourmaline. Turmaline. They're in the same family as tourmaline. Yanni and Zebra, thank you for the follows, by the way. And then one other thing that Beryl is known for is it is an industrial source of beryllium. Source of Beryllium. Beryllium. Chrysoberyl is its own family. Alexandrite. Yep, we did do chrysoberyl, by the way. We did talk about our chrysoberyls. That is in our... What class is that, guys? What class did we already talk about chrysoberyl? I'm looking at my VODs right now. I believe that's in our oxide class. Is where we talk about that. It might be our silicate class. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions so far? You were very cute. Aw, thank you. But does anybody have any questions? Okay. This tourmaline part means that it has what's called rings of silicon oxygen in a 6-membered ring. Okay? So it has a 6-membered ring. We're going to probably have to start erasing some stuff. We're going to erase our industrial part. Chrysoberyl doesn't have any silicate. So probably... Yeah, I think it's the oxide class. Okay. I say that because sometimes we go into overtime and we just do random little classes. But I appreciate you. What's the last bit of the chemical composition and what were the colors again? Colors we'll come back to. This is SiO3:6. This is just referring to silicate. 6-membered rings. This is like our tourmalines. Doing so far good. So good. God, I'm actually so nervous for this class. So barrels have the distinct honor of having the largest crystal, or known occurring crystal. Let me clear the board for you guys. Does everybody have this written down? I think we're good. Okay. And then respawn the props. Okay. So, the Beryl family has the distinct pleasure of having the largest crystal of any naturally occurring crystal of any mineral. And that is from Mala Kai Ina Madagascar. We're going to use Mad for Madagascar here. Actually, no, I'll just spell it. Madagascar. Okay. It was 18 meters. Not centimeters, not millimeters. It was 18 meters long. It was 3.5 meters in diameter. It had a mass of 400,000 kilograms. So it was a big freaking crystal. What's the tourmaline part say? Oh, the tourmaline was basically, it was a 6-membered ring, just like tourmaline. There was also a 200-ton crystal found in Brazil. 200-ton Brazil. And an 18-ton radiating crystal. 18-ton radiating crystal in Maine. So these crystals can get big, okay? So for our next part, so Beryl has its distinct pleasure of having the largest crystal ever found, or naturally occurring crystal. And that was found in Madagascar. It was 18 meters long, 3.5 meters in diameter, and weighed 400,000 kilograms. There was also a 200-ton crystal found in Brazil and an 18-ton radiating crystal found in Maine. What are we thinking so far, chat? What are we thinking so far? Are we enjoying ourselves? Are we enjoying ourselves? I hope so. I added some more information that is just more fun information for you guys today. I think I'm catching on. Hooray! I'm going slow today as well. I'm trying to go slow. Okay, I'm going to erase this. If you have the need to pause. I believe you can also rewind in Twitch now, which is good. And then if you absolutely need to, you can always watch the pod. Yes, but there are more Zors, so just Let me get to it. Let me get to it. Okay. So, trace elements. Trace elements. Okay. Trace elements in Beryl creates color varieties. We're going to use VAR with a period. Okay? So Beryl is what's called allochromatic. Beryl is allochromatic. Swag, hi! Sorry, I didn't put the R in there. Chromatic. So that means without trace elements, Beryl would appear clear. And clear Beryl equals Gaussianite. Gaussianite. This is colorless Beryl. Okay? Colorless Beryl is Gaussianite. Okay? Now, the other elements that can make Beryl different colors is, for example, if we want to make a Beryl green, like an emerald, we need chromium, the domium, which is Cr. We need vanadium, sorry, I keep pronouncing it wrong. Vanadium. And this is signified with a V. Or iron, which is Fe. This is what you need to make an emerald green, or to make a Beryl green like emerald. Okay? Then, if you want to create a pink one, you need manganese. Manganese. And this creates morganite. That creates morganite. And then, to give you an idea, iron, just iron, when you don't have the rest of this, makes aquamarine. Okay. How are we doing so far? So can an emerald have any three of those trace elements, or does it? Okay. So it either has to have high amounts of these, or, like, for example, it has to either have high amounts of chromium or high amounts of vanadium, or both. And then sometimes there will be some iron in there. Well, we made it past page 1, guys. Page 1! Page 1 of 7. We got this. We got this. Page 1, hooray! Okay, I'm going to erase the board. Okay. We're going to go through each type of Beryl now. There are 7. So when I write this down, we just talked about it a little bit, but what color is Gaussianite? What color is Gaussianite? Then we have emeralds. You're right, emeralds are clear. Okay, what colors are emeralds? What color is an emerald? Okay, you're right. Emeralds are green, but specifically, they are deep green. And this is important, and we'll get to that later. Emeralds are deep green. Aquamarine is pale blue. We're going to use P as a indication of pale. Pale blue. To blue green. Blue green. Okay. What color is morganite, chat? What color is morganite? What color do you guys think morganite is? It's... I'll write the other one down while we're waiting. Light pink. It has a secondary color. It can be pink to... It's pink to orange. Pink to orange. Okay. Then we have Heliodor. What do you think when we say Helio, what do we think Heliodor color is? What do we think Heliodor is? When we say Heliodor, what do you think that color is? Yellow? That is correct. We actually call it golden yellow. Golden like the sun. Golden yellow. Then we have another type of Beryl. Red Beryl. What color do you guys think red Beryl is, chat? It's red. Okay, red Beryl is red. Okay? Now, here's where this part, deep green, comes in. Okay? There is a type of Beryl called green Beryl. But, Smokey, I hear chat going. Emeralds are green. That is correct. But green Beryl also exists. And this means that it is pale or poorly saturated green. We're going to use SAT for saturated to kind of save space on the board. Okay. So, this is a kind of way that they get around quality standards with emeralds. Okay? So, Goshenites are clear. Emeralds are deep green. Aquamarines are pale blue to blue-green. Morganites are pink to orange. Heliodors are golden yellow. Red Beryls are red. And green Beryls are pale or poorly saturated green. Now, in a normal stone, these two would both be emeralds, right? These two would both be emeralds, but they're not. Because of the color difference, they can basically say, well, these, which are the best quality green, are emeralds, and these ones aren't. Okay? So green Beryl, emeralds, not the same. Now, this usually just means that, like, for example, we know Goshenite is pure. No trace elements. No trace. No trace. No trace. Okay? It's pure Beryl. Okay? We know that emerald has Cr, which is chromium, V, which is vanadium, or both. Or both. Okay? We know aquamarines are caused by iron. And we know that morganites are caused by manganese. Manganese. Okay? We know helidors are also, what element do you guys think helidors are caused by? So is it just up to the seller if they want to price it as an emerald, though it's closer to a green beryl? No. When they mine them and give them classifications. Sulfur, close. Surprisingly, it's iron. Just iron. These two, helidor and aquamarine, are the same. What happens is that iron is in a different oxidization state than your aquamarine is. Okay? Red beryl is also caused by manganese, just in higher amounts. Or manganese ions is what they refer to it as on the textbooks. Ions. Why can I not spell? So green beryl just means that it has insufficient. We're going to use insufficient. What do you guys think it's insufficient in? What do you guys think it's insufficient in? It's insufficient in chromium, which is our Cr, our V, our vanadium, or both. And it just doesn't have enough. Okay? And then it doesn't have enough to qualify. It doesn't have enough to qualify. So it's closer to this than this. Closer to this than this. Teacher, may I have a hug? Sure. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a chance to kind of absorb this. I'll read some of my notes, and if you guys want me to write it down, no problem. So beryl with poorly saturated green color is called green beryl. It's chemically similar to emeralds, but doesn't have enough chromium or vanadium to earn the emerald name. This is a grading line distinction. Much like, for example, do you guys remember when we were talking about rubies? And we were talking about how there are pink sapphires. There's pink sapphires and red rubies, but they're not the same. This is one of those grading distinctions. Like, these are not the same. Not same. Not same. And that's mostly just the grading lines. The grading lines. They change that depending on how they're feeling. So the reason there's green beryl and emeralds is because that is a grading line. Chemically, they are the same, except for this one has less. Okay? How are we doing so far, chat? Am I going slow enough? I'm trying to kind of slow down a bit. Thank you, teacher. I'll bring you an apple. Oh, hooray. No, you bring me rocks. I want rocks. Like real rocks. Okay. I'm going to clear the board. I apologize, chat, but I'm going to sit for just a second because my bosom hurts. Okay. Beryl forms in hydrothermal. This is one word. Hydrothermal veins. Or magmatic, M-A-G, matic, M-A-T-I-C, peg, don't peg me, pegmatites. Now this happens with beryllium, aluminum, silicon, and oxygen. at the right temperature and pressure. So we need right temp and right press. Right temp, right press. Right temperature, right pressure. And then it's just assuming that it has enough space. It needs enough space. So what did we learn here? We learned that Beryl forms in either hydrothermal veins or magmatic pegmatites. Sorry. And this happens when it has the right temperature and the right pressure. And this is all assuming that it has enough space. Okay? This means that it's what we call a minor, minor, constituent of many granite or granitic rocks. This means that it's associated with pegmatite. I can't say this word. Pegmatite. It's likes, but with a D. Okay? But that is what it's chemically called. Okay? It also forms in what's called gneisses. That's Gneisses. Gneisses. And mica schists. Okay. So, we know the Beryl forms in either hydrothermal veins or magmatic pegmatites. This means that they form when it has the right temperature and pressure, assuming it has enough space. They form, they're what's called a minor constituent in granitic rocks, in pegmatite, that word, which rhymes with likes, gneisses, and mica schists. Boom! Page 2! Page 2! We did page 2! Hooray! Hooray! How do I spell the last one? This one? It's MICA SCHISTS. Yay! We're doing good. We're almost an hour in and we're making steady progress. What are you guys thinking so far? What do we think of the Emerald family? We're going to take a small break, but what do you guys think? What do you guys think so far? How am I doing? Am I going too slow? Am I going too fast? I need to go to the bathroom. Okay. You guys have fun. Have fun, Nibirius. I'm not looking forward to faceting either of them. They're not too bad. Okay. Okay, so here's a question for you guys, chat. Why is it incorrect to assume that all the same trace elements for like something like corundum produce the same gem color in emeralds, right? Why is that different? Why do we think that's different? Because for example, rubies are red, and they form that way because they have lots of chromium in them. But what thing in the Beryl family has a lot of chromium in it? Emeralds, and they're what? Green. So you got to remember that not every trace element causes the same color change, okay? Because in some chemical structures you'll get a different color, in some you'll get a different one, okay? I hope I explained that okay. I would mostly assume it's composition. It also could have something to do with a color center. For example, like, did you guys know that amethysts actually create what's called a color center, right? And that color center absorbs every visible spectrum of light except for purple, right? That's why amethysts are purple. Okay, we're gonna start talking about like do you guys know? We're gonna start talking about some more complicated stuff. This is stuff we don't have to write down, but it's stuff that we're gonna talk about nonetheless. Okay, so most aquamarines form in mineral-rich pegmatites or pegmatite rocks. They often occur with other pegmatite-based minerals. These are things such as quartz, garnet, topaz. Okay? And they do this underground in a hot magma. Okay? This hot magma interacts with rocks and heats them, and the heat initiates a chemical chain reaction between the minerals. Okay? These pegmatites contain some internal cracks and voids, and this is where Beryl crystals can grow to substantial size. Okay? Furry Fox, hi! This is standard pegmatite formation. It's super straightforward. It's just how it is. That's why aquamarine is like this is why aquamarine is the most affordable and accessible major Beryl variety. Okay? So we know aquamarine is affordable. Aquamarine is affordable. Affordable. Okay? You guys can write it down. It's just, this isn't like too important. I'm writing down the important information. But you don't have to write every single word of that down. It's like I also just don't want to write 2 paragraphs on the board. Okay? Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, thank you for the follow, Corellia and Glixy Deer. Thank you. Okay. Now, emeralds form kind of breaks that what aquamarines do. Okay. Now this is because they have 2 incompatible elements that form together. Right? So beryllium concentrates in granitic, silica-rich environments. We call these pegmatites. With chromium and vanadium. That makes your true emerald green. These concentrate in mafic or ultramafic rocks, far from granite. Trace elements are normally concentrated in quite different parts of these trace elements usually form in different parts of Earth's crust, right? And only through very complicated geological processes they come together. Okay? Okay. So is it the most accessible because iron is so plentiful? No, it's just because it forms the easiest. Aquamarine forms the easiest and is less rare. So because it's standard pegmatite formation, it is less rare. Okay? We're going to start talking about a different type of emeralds called Columbian emeralds. These are your most popular emeralds. If you ever look at high jewelry or anything like that, they are Columbian emeralds. Columbian emeralds. You know, now I see why other teachers have like a student come up and they're like, write it on the board. Write it on the board. My arms get so tired. Okay. Columbian emeralds. Columbian emeralds form through hydrothermal sedimentary process. This occurs in organic rich shales and limestones. This is unlike other emeralds. This is what makes Columbian emeralds special. So Columbian emeralds, special. The fractures in the shales allow hydrothermal fluids to infiltrate and deposit the emerald and other accompanying minerals. Okay, these deposits are related to a circulation of hydrothermal basinal fluids in black shales at around 300 to 330 degrees C. 300 to 330 degrees C. Okay? This dissolves what's called evaporites. That's not really important to our class right now. The thermal reduction of sulfate by organic matter at 300 C released the chromium and vanadium and beryllium into the black shale. Okay, so Columbian emeralds, black shale. Black shale. This in turn enables Columbian emerald formation. Okay, this is what's called a secondary, or what do we call that? Secondary or alluvial? Alluvial. This means secondary deposit. Alluvial emerald. Or, well, technically. So, secondary and alluvial emerald deposits are, quite frankly, unknown. Mostly because emeralds are too fragile. Right? Emeralds are too fragile. But it can happen with other barrels. Okay. Does anybody know what a trapeche is? Does anybody know what a trapeche is? Hi, brah. Hi, brah. Hi, brah. Does anybody know what a trapeche is? A trapeche. Trapeche. Does anybody know what a trapeche emerald is? Smoky class. Yes, this is what I do. This is what I do. So trapezium emeralds kind of look like this. Okay. You have your emerald, and they'll have a center, right? They'll have a center. And kind of like spokes of a wheel comes off like this. And these will be usually black carbon, but it'll be filled in. This is what a trapezium is. Okay? They come in, I believe, 4s and 6s. Bing, bang, bing, bang, bing, bang, bing, bang. Boom. Reminds me of asterism. Exactly. So this is not asterism. These just look like this forever, right? It's black carbon that infiltrates into the formation, right? Now, trapezium emeralds are the rarest. They're the rarest, right? These are the rarest types of emeralds. Rarest. These are rare. Really rare. Last time I saw a trapezium emerald, the guy wanted like 4,000 a carat for it. And I was like, ugh. Okay. So, I'm going to explain it really quick, and we'll move on. So, trapezium emeralds are a rare growth pattern with 6-pointed star patterns of dark carbon-rich material radiating from the core. These resemble a wagon wheel, thus its Spanish term trapezium. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. The proposed formation model shows that fluid accumulation at the fault tips in black shells lead to maximum fluid overpressure and sudden decompression, which is responsible for local supersaturation of the fluid. Okay, this favors emerald formation into the distinctive radial pattern. The finest trapezium emeralds come from Colombian deposits and formed between 38 to 32 million years ago. 38 to 32 million. That's million with an M. Million years ago. Years ago. Hooray! We made it through page 3. Hurrah! We did it. We're doing good. Are there any questions on trapezium emeralds? Are there any questions on trapezium emeralds? Any questions on trapezium emeralds? No, I think we good. Okay. Okay. So Morganite. We're just kind of going through things that I found interesting. Otherwise, this class would only be like 3 pages. Morganite. Morganite is mined in Brazil, Afghanistan, Mozambique, Namibia, the U.S., and Madagascar. Madagascar. Okay, so Morganite was found in the States, but is mined in a lot of places. Okay. So, pink beryl of fine color and good side was first discovered in Madagascar in 1910. In December of 1910, the New York, we're going to just abbreviate heavily here, the NYAS, or the New York Academy of Sciences, named pink beryl morganite after the financier J.P. Morgan. Now, this is important. Opal's dog. Hello. Hi, that's me. So, it was named after J.P. Morgan, mostly. Well, and this is the video I was editing right before we started. Okay, it was mostly named after him because he gave them a lot of money. J.P. Morgan had one of the biggest gem collections in the early 1900s ever, and it is super important that he did. He knew of his friend was named George Coons. And George Coons actually is responsible. Okay, you guys are going to hate this. This man is responsible for the metric system. He is responsible for the U.S. adopting the metric system. So, George Coons is responsible for the adoption of the metric system. Now, this includes things like carat weight, right? This includes things like carat. So in gemology, we actually really care about this guy because he is responsible for the carat weight. Now, he also has a stone named after him, not a beryl. So this doesn't pertain to this class. I'm just going on a tangent. Okay? But he has a stone called Coonsite, which is also pink. And it was named after him because George Coons was the chief gemologist for Tiffany & Co. in 1910. He was also the vice president, and he was part of so many things. He was part of the metric system. He was the head of an association called the U.S. Metric System of something. Tiffany is a national institution. Tiffany & Co., kind of. I don't know. Back in the day, it was huge. It's still huge, but it's not as big as it was, in my opinion. But mega long story short, George Coons is friends with J.P. Morgan and names Morganite after him. He names Morganite after J.P. Morgan, the financier, the ruthless tyrant who used monopolistic practices to grow a fortune. The more you know. Hooray! Hooray! I learned about the difference between fine jewelry and high jewelry. You want a real controversial take? Struts? I think high jewelry is stupid. I think high jewelry is stupid, and jewelry should be accessible to everybody. Anyways. Red Beryl. We're going through Red Beryl now. I guess I'll stand up for this one. Red Beryl. I think everyone deserves an opal ring. I think so too. I think so too. I just hate that jewelry has gotten so expensive. So Red Beryl is formerly, not now, formerly known as a Bixbite. Bixbite, Bixbite. Formerly, not now, Bixbite Red Beryl. Bixbite turned into Red Beryl. Okay? And it was marketed, it's marketed as red emeralds, or sometimes they call them scarlet emeralds. This is extremely rare. Super duper duper rare. Red Beryl is rare. And it's one of the rarest minerals on Earth, actually. The gem gets its color from manganese ions incorporated within the beryl crystal structure. Now this is found in a place called... He named stones that look almost identical after him and his friend, and they were just roommates. They were not gay. How differently do red beryl and garnets look in person? From my understanding, vary. But I'm sure with the highest of quality stuff, you could figure it out. You could kind of get them to match. Anyways, red beryl comes from the Wawa. Do you guys want Wawa? I want Wawa. The Wawa Mountains. In Utah. Now, to give you an idea of how rare this is, these are rarer than diamonds by orders of magnitude. Insane magnitude. Unlike emeralds, which form from chromium and vanadium, red beryl's color comes from that manganese. Now this is the same trace element that causes morganites to be pink, right? But because it's in a different oxidization state and concentration, it goes from a pink to a red. Are we absorbing the information? Are you melding with me? Do you understand? Okay. By the way, we are almost done. I took the time to actually write this and be like, usually I go off the dome and then I get lost, but I took the time to actually write this class very like in depth, but also easier. Okay, we're moving on. Okay. Now, beryl varieties. share the same hardness. They are 7.5. And that's not a 5, that's a fucking 8. What am I doing? Question, where can you find these minerals? All over the world. Emeralds are famous emeralds are from Colombia. Morganite is from, like, famously Madagascar and Maine. Red Beryls are from Utah. Aquamarines come all over. They come from a lot of places. But they share the same hardness. They are 7.5 to an 8 on the Mohs scale. They're 7.5 to an 8 on the Mohs scale. Okay? But emeralds get treated. Okay? Emeralds get treated very differently in trade than aquamarine and morganite. Emeralds. So compared to emeralds, for example, morganite. Oh, there it is. Morganite has less inclusions. Also, can we get a shout out for Rocket? Thank you. Less inclusions than emeralds. My next YouTube short, if I find a chunk of red beryl, do I still have to go to work? If I find this, do I still have to go to work? Yes, we're getting to the oils and stuff. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if we'll cover it because it's not really important. So emeralds. Well, to get on this point, before I get distracted. This means, because morganite, less inclusions than emeralds, this means morganite better. This means morganite more structural, better. Okay? Emerald formation. Emerald forms in rapid crystallization and fracture-filled hydrothermal veins, meaning that emerald crystals typically grow with abundant internal fractures that reach the surface. They call that jardin in French, which means garden. This is why they use oil and resin fracture filling, and it's nearly a universal accepted thing to treat emeralds. While this would technically be a red flag in any other stone, with emeralds they just get the pass because it's part of their formation. That's why clean emeralds are super duper rare, is because their formation forms so rapidly that they have these things. Okay? So, as we have reached the end of class, we're going to do our key takeaways. Beryl is a single mineral species. Beryl is a mineral species. Min for mineral, M-I-N, species. It is a cyclosilicate and a part of the hexagonal crystal system. Okay? Beryl is allochromatic. Beryl is allochromatic. Okay? Now we know, because rubies are red and emeralds are green, Trace elements don't make the same color. Trace elements don't always equal the same color. We're just going to put trace elements equal, not same color. Okay. Most barrels form in granite, pegmatites. And hydrothermal veins. Hydrothermal veins. Emeralds are geologically an exception. Columbian emeralds form through unique formation. We know this. And then emeralds typically fracture, so they are oil-filled, unlike the rest of the Beryl family. Okay? Now, I'm going to put something in chat. Do not feel like you are obligated to do so. Perfect. Now, here we go. Kind of nervous, but we will try. Okay. I took the time before class to write this down. This is, oh, it's not letting me do it in that chat. I'm going to have to do it in the other chat. Okay. Okay. I took the time to write this down. This is a Google form. It is a test. I have a test for you. Please consider doing it. You do not have to, but it would mean a lot to me as a justification of my time. Sunny, thank you for the follow. All right, we reached the goal. Hi. But yes, if you guys feel like doing it, please fill out the test, and we will grade it tomorrow. We'll also just give it some time and go through all of our answers together. If you guys want to. If you guys want to self-grade. But I will give you guys some time. Test time. It's test time. I've been watching your TikToks a lot. Oh, thank you. I'm going to change the song really quick. But yes, if you guys wouldn't mind, I pinned the message. Test is in your pinned messages. Test, link, pin chat. Now, while everybody is taking the quiz, this is the part of the stream where I ask you what I could do better, what you would like to see more, and so on. So critique me, critique me. I'm joking, but please be nice to me. Did everybody enjoy the Beryl class? How did I do? I spelled veins wrong. Well, you know what? How about you write a class? How about you write a class and you do it? Let's see. Boom, 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 bum, 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 bum. I do see it. I see where I spelt it wrong. Oh. What you guys spell it wrong? Jeez. Leave me alone, bro. Volante, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. Beryl class was great. Hooray. Ray, thank you for the follow. Thank you. I actually quite enjoyed doing this class. I think I did an okay job. And then I do want to ask, what do you guys think? Should we do the grades for class at the beginning of next class, or for like our test, or should we do it now? I guess you could say this class rocked. Excited for going over garnets. I think we could do garnets next class for sure. I could write that down. We could do the garnets for next class. I'm so happy to submit my first furry gemology quiz. By the way, those who get the most points on the quiz actually do get stars and can get a chance to win piece of gemstones from my collection, like at the end of the month. So there's actually a reason to do good. There's a reason to do good. I'm trying to get some other furry streamers to come do class with us. I want to see if Snowy will do like a lawyer class with us. I think that'd be fun, where we talk about gemology, like court cases. I do want to see if Rocket will do a class with us on like different, like I was thinking we do like things like the Hope Diamond and stuff. I think that'd be fun. I'm trying to offer a place where people can come teach and just teach for teaching. How are we doing on our submission for our... We already have 2 submissions? Oh my gosh. Interesting. I'm actually reading your guys' test results right now. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I got a thing. Jade, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I would love to do that. Basically the system how it works right now is as the quizzes go, as we do each class, those who answer the questions, they get stars. At the end of the month, we'll do like a woo final exam, which will be worth like I don't know yet, like 5 stars, and then the person with the most stars at the end of the month gets a free gemstone sent directly to them. No rush, of course, if you want to wait. I won't stream, but when I'm done with my academy training, could teach about air traffic systems. That would be fun. Hitting... Yes, we all need to hit Romarisu with chair. That'd be great. Can't stay, gotta go sniff my GF's balls. Have fun! Joel Mustard, thank you for the follow. Okay. This is where I think I end it. I think I will go grade your guys' stuff. So please, for those of you who did show up to take the quiz, come tomorrow and we'll do the grading live. We'll do the grading live. We'll go through it all, okay? Thank you guys for being around for an hour and a half. I genuinely don't know why any of y'all stick around. But it genuinely means the world to me. I'm gonna see if any of my friends are streaming and we'll try raid. Do I have a Discord server? No, I do not. I'm thinking about making one. Should I make one? It's not just a boulder, it's a rock. Holy voice crack. Post, if we can get you to somehow go to the Natural History Museum and take pictures for us so that we could do like a walkthrough, that would be sick. Would be nice to get in touch with others who want to learn gemology. Discord could be fun. I will work with Rice and we can see about getting a Discord then. I'm just not good about like Discords. I'm not smart like that. I don't know. Maybe we raid somebody new. Who knows? Oh, Gar's streaming. I'll stream Gar. I'll raid Gar. Well, thank you guys for sticking around. It means a lot to me. I'm only going to shout this out once. Please do not listen. If you guys want to spend Daddy Bezos money on me, that is the only acceptable payment. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Go to Gar. Our raid message is, you like rocks? Kind of like the B movie, but it's like we replace jazz with rocks. You like rocks? Okay, bye-bye, friends. Bye-bye, friends. Bye-bye. Be nice. Do not embarrass me. Be nice. Okay. Remember, you like rock? I'll type it out, I guess. You like rocks? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, you guys have fun. Have fun, have fun. Again, be nice, be nice, be nice, be nice. Okay, I'm done. Bye.